Tozani bogogo nomkhululisana kwasendoda lesugogo bathini bathi mavula kuvala imizini yamadoda u-Auntie Usha. We're talking fake ancestors. Fake. Yo. Yeah, we are living in a tough world that, it's sad to see somebody who wanted nothing to do with a so-called calling, and now they've adjusted. They love it. They embrace it, and they appreciate it, and they do accordingly, with so much discipline, with so much dedication, with so much love, and only to find out they don't have. There are people who are in training or who are sitting at home waiting for ancestors to guide them, or being excited about ancestors talking to them. They're very excited, they're very happy. Yeah, ugogo came and said this, my grandfather, I saw my grandfather saying this, I saw this, I saw this, I saw this. And they are so excited. There's this clear communication of ancestors. Like I'm at those, like talking to them, directly. So they're very excited. Lalela, they are very excited, and it's nice. It's something very, very, very nice for them. They are happy. Finally, things are happening. Finally, I'm getting response from ancestors, and only to find out you are being scammed by the underground gang. It's a scam. Lalela, it's a pure scam from the underground gang. You are communicating with the wrong people. This thing that we see happening in social media, people pretending to be ugogo bathini mbatha. You are talking, thinking what you are WhatsApping, you are talking to ugogo bathini mbatha. Suddenly you put money, and only to find out you were not talking to ugogo bathini mbatha. Then you come and say, yeah, ugogo bathini mbatha, I was talking to you, but show me the conversation. You are showing me 079 number, 076 number, 07 whatever number. Others, they've realized with my numbers are 08 numbers. It's either 082 or 083 numbers. And then now they are faking the numbers to say, okay, as long as it's 083 number and everything. But when the person comes, and even if I show them my private number, they realize they were talking to the wrong person. The same thing does happen to ancestors. The same thing does happen to the people that we strongly feel or think or expect them not to scam us. But we do have scammers. We do have fraudsters who are ancestors. So whatever people who are committing scams and fraud and what crimes and whatever, on the ancestors, we do have such. You've heard me. We do have such ancestors in the world that we're living in. So we are not safe. That's why it is very, 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 very important to understand how do you communicate with ancestors. What is it to expect from ancestors? I've always said, and you saw it as a joke, that voice, you need to be careful when you start hearing voice of, hey, I'm your grandfather, I'm here to bless you, I'm going to give you this. Some visions, some dreams are just too good to be true. They're just too good to be true. I can tell when somebody tells me about their visions, and I'll say to them, I'm not in a hurry. Please take me through to exactly how the vision unfolded. And then they will say, yeah, Gogo, it is exactly that. And then I say, no. Take me through. For example, there are things that maybe you may be leaving out to think, because you are dreaming. You must remember this thing that is happening. It cannot be 100% crystal clear from A up to Z. But I want you to tell me A up to Z, even that places that, yeah, I also dreamed as if I want to go and pee, and really I was pressed to go and pee. I want to hear that. Then they will say to me, no, Gogo, there was no such part. This one, it was smooth, like my grandfather was talking to me, was sitting down with me, and he was explaining this, and the detailing, it's so clear and on point from the first sentence. It has your comma, your full stop, your brackets, and whatever. It can be. It can be. I'm not saying that there are not clear messages, but clear messages most of the time, they are sweet and short. Yes, you can have live visions, live dreams, like you feel as if this thing as like it was happening. You felt the accident. Like, let's say you're dreaming of the accident. You felt the accident. You felt the impact of the car. You felt it. Lalela, you definitely felt it. However, you were simply dreaming. You were sleeping and you have been shown this thing. Sometimes you are being shot. I remember I had that dream. You feel, I remember I even said, hey, kuzoyenzakani ngabantu abami. I remember saying that on that dream whereby I was shot. And I remember the person who sent that, only to find out that he was on top of something. And unfortunately, he's one of the ancestors now. But I felt that I've been shot. I know how it feels to be shot because I have been shot on the dream. So you do get such. You do get such. However, today I want us to talk about fake ancestors. They're real, and it's not a new thing. It didn't come number 2000. Let's not blame AMA 2000. No, it didn't come with them. It didn't come with AMA 2000. And it didn't come with, I've nearly mentioned one of these countries that they are very famous when it comes to scams. It didn't come with them. Sometimes you can communicate with somebody. There are people who are able to hack emails, and there are people who are able to communicate, this thing that somebody hack your number and send people WhatsApp to say, I need money, I'm desperate, I need money, please assist me. And I'll get this message and I say, hey, Usman Bani has never bothered me and everything, and they need 200. I do have 200. If they needed 2,000, I wouldn't have, but they need 200. Let me send them quick, and I will send it. I have sent such, but only to find out Uguti, that's not true. It does happen to ancestors. It does happen to underground gang, whereby you've been told, somebody shows you Uguti, they call themselves your grandmother. And then they say they want you to slaughter something, only to find out whenever you are slaughtering, it benefits somebody else. It benefits another family, not you. They are able to do that. If ever there are people that they know, La Ekhaya, we are surviving through crimes, through scams. That's how we're surviving, pretending to be people that we are not, or Ubaba is a fake doctor, is a fake whatever. If there are people who can do that here in on the planet, why do you think, or why did we think the same, it does not happen to ancestors? Why? So you need to be careful. Let's not get excited about things that we are told to do. Rituals, slaughtering. Whatever ceremony, before you do it, just make sure that you are doing it for the right person. That's why I always said, be careful when you are using a surname, because you might be using the surname and it's not the right surname, but the owner of that surname, they are now capitalizing on that, ukuthi they will do whatever they want to do, in terms of they will ask you to do things for them, because they've seen ukuthi when you are chacharach. You don't know sometimes that, not that you are chacharach, but you don't know ukuthi that's not the right surname to use. However, you are using that surname. So they capitalize on that. They just capitalize on that. Then they take it. Whatever they will tell you, they will take it. And then somebody comes, or you go for consultation, then Gogo Batenebata says to you, nah, that's not your surname. No. You are pulling with the wrong signal. The network that you are using is wrong. Then you say, no, Gogo, there's no way. I dream about these people. They always come to me on my dreams. They do this, they do this. You are sure, you're content, Uguti, you are communicating with the right people, only to find out, Uguti, you are being scammed. It's a scam. It's a fake ancestors that are demanding things from you. I've mentioned when I started, Uguti, you find somebody on training to become healers. They're dedicated. They're doing everything. And the parent will say, man, let's visit this. You know, not that we are afraid or we don't want and everything. You know, I remember this old man talking to me about his son. You know, he said to me, Gogo, I know my father like I know myself. I know my grandfather like I know myself. The grandfather that this boy is referring to, that is talking to, I don't know this old man. I don't know this old man. And it happened in such a way that they were working in town, Emotu. And then this young man said, yes, this man, this old man that looks like Umkhulu that visits me or on the dream. And the Umkhulu that he refers to is his father's father. The son that Umkhulu, grandfather that is referring to, is his father's father, which is, the father says, I know my father more than maybe I know myself. In terms of looking at him and everything, can tell what is here and everything at the back. The father apparently had this big stuff that some other people, they will have it here at the back and everything. And this man that he was pointing at, he didn't have that. He didn't have all of that. And this man, very humbly so, to say, I'm not coming up with this, Gogo, because I'm Christian. I'm a born again Christian. No, it was a matter of choice with my wife and I. But our son, this thing that is coming up with, there's something wrong. We don't mind to support him. It's his calling at the end of the day. We are matured to that extent, which we have accepted. However, and then he said, this is an assignment. That's what I said to myself. I said, I believe what is this man, the father now, is saying to me. Let me assign myself now to dig deeper on this son. Then I recommended a ritual. That ritual, it was a cleansing. But that cleansing, it also focuses on dreams. Like it removes all the bad ancestors, all the bad dreams that somebody normally has. You know, there's these people that they will always dream about poo, things that are disgusting and everything, even beyond the signal even we look at them, those dreams, beyond that they are a signal ukuthi there is a street or bad spirit that have been sent to them. Even if they, after they've cured or we did the cleansing for them, but they still repeat those, then we remove those dreams. So I recommended the ritual ukuthi no, let me there's a ritual. I understand you. I'm not buying your face. I truly understand what you are saying. Let me perform a ritual to your son. This ritual is meant to do A, B, C, D, E. And if your son can do it for 7 days, I'm telling you, we're going to remove that. For now, because he asked to come inside alone first. I said, for now, let's agree to disagree with him. For now, let's manage him. And then we agreed. Then we started to assist the young man. Then I gave him the treatment to say, okay, I understand. Okay, let's make sure that your mkhulu, your grandfather speaks to you even more so that you can have the good information that you can give it to your father. Then he went to use it, very with so much energy, man, with so much passion, and he agreed and everything. Even the walking, the gestures, you can see what he, is very passionate about it. He had himself by not this color, the maroon part of this one, of the leopard headed on top of his shoulders. He had a small stick and everything. And then he said, Umkhulu walks this way and everything. And I said, okay, it's fine. Let's do it. Supported him. Not that we're making the fool out of him. We were assisting him. But I needed to understand the father's age and the maturity and the fact that the father understands and knows the family members. I had to take that to consideration. I cannot overlook at that and claim to say, but what if you don't know your father very well? Because this old man, apparently, he said to the son, I'm your grandfather, and mentioned the father with the name, which you are a son of my son, Usbaniban. So, so I had to take that. That was a very serious information for me to use in helping this young man. At the same time, I had to listen to this young man. Then I've realized, no, man. It's not realistic. I hear him, but the way this old man is doing and everything is not realistic. Then he started the ritual, which took 7 days, the period of 7 days, and came back. And when he came back, he was very disappointed. He was very angry, and he didn't want to come because there was a twist. There was a twist. One, that man, that old man he was dreaming with, he never came back. 2, he dreamed of another man, another old man now, shouting at him just once. They were arguing at the shop and shouting at him, and he turned. So the man that he now explained, he can't tell what was the argument about. But that old man, when he described that old man, he is the real grandfather. Not that one that disappeared, just disappeared, never said any goodbyes, and just disappeared. Then I sat him down and said, listen, the muti that I gave you, it's muti for cleansing of dreams. To make sure that it removes all the bad dreams from the good dreams. So if ever you are now saying that one disappeared and everything, which means that one was a fake ancestors, was not the one that you think he is. Then I was explaining that. And it took time for him to understand, but he gave me an opportunity to go through the process with him. Now the young man and the father. Then I said to the father, the time you came for consultation, the time you came to see me, now I'm telling the father, it was not a consultation. You were just telling me in terms of what you see as a father. But we didn't do a consultation. Do you mind if we can do the consultation? There is something that I want to see. I want to go deeper. And then the father said, go deep, Gogo. Go deep, Gogo. I said, it's fine. They bought candles, and then I've started. Guess what? The family was using the wrong surname all along. The family was using the wrong surname all along. So that man, that old man that the young man saw on their visions, on his visions, wanting this, demanding this, he is the real owner of that surname. He is a rightful owner of that surname. And he was just capitalizing that these ones, they don't know the truth. And the mother has passed on and everything. That we had to ask the family members to say, those that were remaining, what is the real truth about this particular surname? The truth didn't sit well to all of us, because now we were getting into more details, into real identity of this family. Where do they belong exactly? You understand? So that is very sad. But fortunately, the family was willing to listen to me and to take my advice to say, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Where they are now, they are happy as a family. The young man went back to school, finished his studies. He's now struggling for a job. I saw him twice already. He's still struggling to find a job that he studied for, but at least he's working. Life goes on. So, guys, let's be careful. Let's be careful. If you are looking for fake people, or when you are careful, you can see if something is fake or whatever. That thing will never happen to you. When it comes to ancestors, you believe in them. Yes, we all believe. I believe in ancestors so much that I don't just believe to ancestors. I worship ancestors. And I'm proud to say that. I'm not afraid to say that. And I'm not apologetic to say that. Mina, I worship ancestors. I don't just believe in them. I worship them. So I'm talking about something that I know exactly. And I'm also careful. I must not find myself taking a wrong direction of messages and then act on them. And all to find out what that I've been doing. Be careful. There are ancestors that will make you do things and that will finish your money. Whenever you are busy with this ritual, they wanted that one day, you do this, you wanted that. You remember I've spoken about, just recently, I've spoken about spiritual family members. Spiritual family members and fake ancestors are on the same level. It's not the same thing, but they're on the same level. The spiritual family members, it's a family member that lives with you in the house, but you cannot see it. They eat with you. Whatever that you put on the table, they eat with you. They worship with you. They make you believe in God that you have never seen, so much that you become a crazy, mad Christian. Now you must know what they are dealing with you. This family, a spiritual family. On the other side, when we are talking about fake ancestors, it's things that you hear when you are sleeping. It's the underground gang that is dealing with you, that is managing you, and they can see what you are believing in what they are saying, and you are going with it, and you are running with whatever that they are saying. So that's why it is very important, guys. You'll hear somebody saying, I'm doing a ritual for my ancestors, then I need to put my ancestors in so that I can have a place to communicate with them and everything. Yeah, you need to uhluze. You really need to I wish you can get somebody who is able to scan those ancestors. I wish you can get somebody who is able to scan those locals, to scrutinize the ancestors that you want to put there, wherever that you want to put them. I just wish I just wish. That's why I respect this country. Look, I've learned a lot from this country. I've learned a lot when it comes to communicating with ancestors and the correct ancestors, and to do as those correct ancestors as they wish. I've learned a lot from this country, and I'm proud to have learned, and I'll continue to learn things from this country. Why is that? It's because this is one of the countries, South Africa included is one of them. This is one of the countries whereby their way of dealing with ancestors, it's unique, top notch, the way they're dealing with their ancestors, the way they are able to, things that I've learned on how to scan, how to investigate the ancestors that are going to come in. Is it a good spirit, or you are putting a disaster into your family? It is very important. So for now, I'm saying be careful about the fake ancestors. It is very important to understand your family tree and to understand the behaviors, because we are teaching our children to speak English. And that makes our children to be difficult for them to sit down with their grandfathers, their grandmothers within the family, for them to tell them stories, for them to describe, to say, hey, you look like your grandfather. Because my mother wouldn't tell my son to say, you look like Usbani Bani, and describe Usbani Bani in English. My mother wouldn't have managed to do that. So it is a real problem that we are faced with. But all I'm saying is not about the language. All I'm saying is let's make sure that our children, they understand, because we are raising children as if we are going to incubate them for the rest of their lives. Lalela, our children are going to be as independent as we are today. Our children are going to live their lives. They are going to get out of the comfort zone of our homes and to have their own families. They must do that with open-minded, not that they're depending on your referral as a father. If my mother doesn't approve this, which means it's not true. No, it can't be. Because sometimes we are not exposed. Sometimes whatever that we believe it's happening, it's not what it's supposed to be done. Sometimes we are wrong as parents. Sometimes our parents were wrong. Our grandparents were wrong at some stage. So all of those things, we really need to be careful. So today's video, it's all about that. Uguti, be careful. Especially when they say, Uguti, you have a calling. Be careful. Be careful. It's very disturbing to see the number of healers that we have in South Africa. It's very disturbing. It's very disturbing to see Uguti. It's like every third person now is a healer. It's now every third person now, they must go and train. Why we didn't have these people back in the days where ancestors were very aggressive, We're very demanding when it comes to demanding ukuthi you take their calling and utilize it. We need to be very careful. Before you become chacharach and perform things and do whatever, be careful. Salwasen.com batini bat. Umavula kuvalemzina madoda. Auntie Usha, your number Ian Locksmith. Chokozani.